Hi, my name is Javier Muñoz. I'm the founder and creator of Just Action, and this is episode 5 of the Just Action TV show. Now, before we start the show, I wanted to thank everyone that has downloaded the 1 Million People Paradigm Shift Challenge and that has started Just Action. Thank you for contributing, taking action to make the shift. Now, on this show, we're going to talk about playing, about performing your character, and about how play will untap the potential you have. But before we do that, we're going to cover some aspects that we talked about on the previous show regarding the state of being. The state of being is like preparing the land to plant the seed. It's very important to have a state of being that is consistent with the actions that you will perform. So there are some aspects of Just Action that could help you get into that state of being. Those are the actions regarding affirmation, visualization, and meditation. Design those affirmations, those visualizations, and practice meditation so that you can practice also with the state of being that will be consistent with the actions you will perform in your character. So on today's show, we're going to be talking about play, about performing your character. After you adopt your state of being that is consistent with the actions you're going to perform, we need to put them to practice. Practice is the only way to really experiment with your potential, to really tap with that unknown aspect of your potential. It is not through reasoning or through thinking. You're not going to state whether something is feasible by just thinking about it. You're going to have to go out there, practice, play, experiment, make mistakes, and break through. This is the aspect of Just Action that really allows you to unleash the power of your potential. Now, there is a dilemma. Most people, when they are performing their character, they are concerned about the fact that their characters are a fabrication of their imagination. And to some degree, they think that that's not real, that that character cannot come out and manifest in a real way. So that's a concern. I tell them that the character they have created up to now, the character they have performed their whole life, it's also a fabrication of their own conditioning, their own experiences, their belief systems. And now what we are trying to do is to stretch the boundaries of that belief system and to perform the actions of those people, of that character that is able to conceive that new belief system as real. So in many ways, if your potential is to be realized, if your potential is unknown, then it is something that you will have to discover. And the only way to discover it is through practice, through taking action and experiment, and dare to become this character. Manifest, declare yourself, declare your mission. That is the only way. Now you will see that your environment is going to respond to that in many different ways. Pay attention to how you respond to it, how this flows within, if it feels good to you, and also realize whether the people surrounding you respond well to it. Now, it is only through this exchange with your environment, it is only through the sensations that are created through the performance that you will realize whether this character is aligned with you, aligned with your mission, with your values, with your desires, your objectives, and with obviously your actions. So go out there, take action. So today's tip of the day is to identify those actions that could help you release the most energy. Playing and performing your character, it's all about energy. So it would make sense not to have things to drag along. What are those things that you could do to help you release energy that is blocked in you? For example, if your being is forgiving, have you forgiven? Have you forgiven anyone? The resentment and the pain that you may have inside may be one of the things that keeps your energy from flowing, go ahead, and although it's very tough to do, think about whether you can release that energy. It is one of the most important things that you can do to break through and to use that energy you have released in order to perform other actions. So let's look at the hard things first. Just action is not a fairy tale or a walk in the park. It is actually something that will take lots of energy from you to do, but it is the only way to actually break through and explore other aspects and create shift and create change for yourself. I would like to make a book recommendation today that is in alignment with what we have talked about in the show regarding play. It is The 10 Phases of Innovation by Tom Kelly. He's bestseller author of The Art of Innovation and the CEO of an innovation company called IDEO. It is interesting because this book, although it's not in the area of self-help, it will provide you with insight as to how to perform different characters. As a matter of fact, he talks about different characters that are part of an innovation team. And one of them could be very much be the most natural for you to manifest. He talks about the collaborator, the pollinator, the experimenter, the set designer, the storyteller, and it is in those characters that you may find personality traits that are in perfect alignment with you. He provides you with all kinds of little tips as to how to perform, how to put them out there, practice them, and manifest them. Okay, we have come to the end of today's show. Thank you for watching. On the next episode, we're going to keep discussing the being and the play factors of Just Action, since they are the core aspects of the game. So we're going to keep discussing all the different tips and tricks so that you can perform your character perfectly. Also, I want to keep reminding you about sending your stories. For those of you that have taken action, either participating in Just Action or you have stories to tell of your own projects, keep sending them at videos@justaction.com. Until next week, Just Action, play and make it real.